just wanted to play defense. I mean, nobody can stop us offensively. So when we decide to guard, we got a good chance to win every game.
Just the deciding the guard, just deciding to play defensively. I mean, just kind of what kind of clicked there.
I remember, you guys probably remember a few years ago with Jay Webb and Krecklow, their motto was defend no matter what. And we know that nobody can stop us from scoring, so if we decide to defend them, I mean, we got a good chance to win every game. So I just try to make it a big emphasis every time down the court that we got to get a stop, and it helped us tonight.
Defend no matter what, making its way back kind of in the locker room.
Yeah.
Coach Ford tried to do anything different offensively with you guys?
No.
Okay.
I mean, we didn't have an offensive problem last game. We scored 94 points.
Yeah.
I mean, it might have looked ugly, but we can score the ball at a high clip. I mean, they look more smooth this game. We just moved the ball well, got guys touches, stuff like that. So yeah.
You were pretty smooth tonight too. Just the way you were able to shot fake, get guys out of the way, and move around. Just kind of what was working for you tonight.
I was just first I try to bite the rim, see if I can get to the rim because people always guard me toe to toe because I can shoot the ball good. So I try to get something at the rim. I think I got a layup at first, and then they started scooting back a little bit. So that's when that's when I was able to get into my shot. So.
Your partner in crime, of course, Isaiah, just having another one of his special scoring nights. What did you see there?
I didn't even know he scored 31 points. When I looked up there, I looked up there to see the score. Then I saw number one had 31 points. I was like, how do you? I didn't even know. He scores the ball like so easy. You don't even realize that he scored that much because it's so easy for him to score the ball. He's been like that his whole life. So. I mean, it's just, I've been seeing it since we were in middle school, so it's nothing new to me.
You ever have to go against it? When have you had to go against it in your life?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Guarding it?
Guarding him or
playing against him?
Yeah.
Yeah, middle school. We went to different middle schools. We played them the first game, they blew us out the first game. But then the second game, we lost the second game too, but by like 2. Yeah, but yeah, it's hard guarding him. He's a very tough person to guard. He got a lot of different ways to score the ball.
Just kind of what was the mood the last few days? Just kind of a disappointing.
Yeah, after that first game, when we lost that game, we were just waiting for this tip off. We just wanted to get that win back. We don't like losing on our home floor, not playing defense on our home floor, giving up 100 points. That just makes us look bad and makes our coach look bad, and he doesn't deserve that, and we don't deserve that. And we know we can play better than that, and we're going to play better than that from now on.
How do you think Donovan Clay's fit in with the team?
He's fitting in perfect. I mean, he's a perfect glue guy. He can score at all 3 levels. His shots coming along. He gets offensive rebounds. He does that great. I mean, he's coming along great defender as well. So he fits in with us pretty good.
You know, obviously better to win. I thought we did some good things out there. Made some progress in certain areas for sure. Still a long way to go, but second game of the year and just ready to continue to work with our group.
Deciding the guard, is that just kind of what it was for this team? That's kind of how Jamonta made it sound a little bit.
I mean, I think that's part of it. I definitely think it has to be a decision as a player. I mean, you got to kind of decide to do things, but they've got to be motivated to guard too. They've got to be taught, motivated, bought into it. But it definitely helps when they're on board with it. Yeah, that definitely helps.
You mentioned after the SEMO game you weren't too pleased with how the offense had played. What changed tonight?
Well, I'm still not pleased with the offense. That's not how we played offense leading up to these games. Sorry. We have some work to do. Now, one of the things I do think we did better today was we didn't take as many quick shots and put pressure on our defense. We were able to kind of tail that back, or the right guys took the quick shots, right? Jamonta Black, I mean, when he's open, he's got to shoot the ball. Isaiah Mosley. But our offense still needs some work. I mean, it's going to need work all year. But I felt like our guys were a bit more locked in tonight on what we've been trying to accomplish leading up to the season.
You say the offense needs work, but you're still putting out some pretty good scoring outputs. So you did 94 in the first game, 78 tonight. I have to assume your ceiling for this offense has to be pretty high.
Yeah, I mean, this group can score, but we weren't very efficient tonight. We didn't shoot the ball well. We didn't get layups, and they packed it in pretty good. But we spent a lot of time on our defense lately, and we feel like we're going to be able to score enough points as long as everyone we have gets on the bus, right? We didn't have everyone tonight, but we've got some work to do, but it starts with our defense. It really does, because we, as coaches, we've got to do a better job with that message, with that part. But offensively, we're not nearly as concerned as we are about our defense.
Then no matter what, Matt?
Well, you know, they talked about it. It's some big shoes to fill. I'm excited to be a part of it. It can win you a lot of games, especially this team. It can win this team a lot of games. And it's just the right way to play. But for them to talk about it is a good first step. And now we just got to teach them what that entitles. But if this team defends, no matter what, they're going to be pretty good on the scoreboard.
Didn't see Jalen in the net tonight.
Yes. So he got to shoot around and had a migraine. So we sent him back and told him just come to the game. Well, to see if he was better. He came back and couldn't go. Tested negative for COVID, and hoping to have him back as soon as as soon as we get back. But definitely missed him, right, with our outside shooting. But he just couldn't do it.
Let's play with the sophomores right now. We've seen a couple of them not dressed right now. Is this red shirt or just kind of what's being voted right there?
Yeah, so a couple of them have elected a red shirt, Sky Wicks and Rafe Ayers. Melvin's going to be available this year, as well as Elijah. And I believe that's it. Yeah, but a couple of those guys have elected a red shirt. Yeah.
And Isaiah just being able to score as much as he can. Jamonta was a little surprised that he had 31 on the scoreboard. Are you just seeing special scoring, or what are you seeing out of him?
You know, just another Zayday is what we call it when he scores it like that. I mean, the guy can score all day, but you know, we've got to get our offense more efficient. We really do. We were a very efficient offensive team last year, and we're just not quite there yet. We're going to get there, especially when we get it all together and get our minds right. We're going to get there. But it's good to have a guy that can crawl out of bed and get you 31 points, right? I mean, it kind of covers up for a lot of other areas that we're currently lacking.
How do you see the guys' response in practice the last few days, just kind of leading up to this?
I think they were fine. I mean, they were disappointed, but you know, in our locker room, disappointment doesn't define things, right? We're about so much more than being disappointed. Not to say that we aren't disappointed, because we are, but that's not what defines us. We've got a lot of character in our locker room. We've got a group right now that we're trying to turn into a team, and we're not going to let one disappointing night define our season. Because the truth of the matter is, if the worst thing that happens to them is losing a basketball game, then they're living a blessed life.
Mark Sharp looks like he's been stronger this year on the court.
Well, he's been awesome. I mean, the first game he was okay, but tonight him and Jamonta, they were fantastic. We call it spirit. They had great spirit, and both those guys love being here. Both those guys are about the right things, and yeah, when he plays well, we're probably going to play well. And the other night, probably was a little bit out of character, but tonight, as you can tell, he was back into, sharp mode, if you would, and makes us better. Really makes us better, and we love him, and he does a lot of things out there for us, and him along with our team is going to continue to get better.
Keaton, the role that you have him off the bench, is that kind of something you foresee the rest of the year?
Well, he's fresh out of concussion protocol. He missed the last game. Donnie has done some good things leading up to the season opener, but that's something that we'll continue to reevaluate as we get closer to each and every game. But it was good to have Keaton Hervey back out there tonight. He doesn't always score a lot of points. Man, he plays hard. He's a great teammate, and you know, I just love having him out there. And it was good to see him. You know, obviously his shot was a little off, but it's good to have Keaton. He makes our team better. He's a big part of our team, and it was good to have him back out there.
How much are you still experimenting, just kind of with guys that are on the floor and everything, to see the different combinations around maybe Gage, maybe Donovan?
Some of that was definitely going on tonight, and you know, the other night, as coaches, we didn't do a good job of that. You know, we got caught up in, I call it the twilight zone. You're just trying to win the game, and we probably should have made some better decisions throughout that game with our rotations. And tonight, I thought we did, and I was encouraged tonight. You know, I thought Isaac Haney did a good job for us out there tonight, and you know, we're going to continue to build off of that. And it's early in the year, and you know, this is a different year. This is not last year. So we have to figure out what's best for this year. And part of that is figuring out the rotation. I thought Sub engaged early, allow for him to get a good rest. He finished pretty strong. Our bench in the first half did a lot of great things. So we're still doing some of that, but it's starting to kind of take mode. You know, each day it will.